Hello everyone. So this video is going to be mainly for um, the topic that we are going to see in Power BI. So as per my current role, I am a Power BI expert here, and I also takes interview uh, for the same role, and I like often give the same task to the person who is giving the interview. So I normally ask the question like I want to see the sales um, done by the reason which is has a maximum sales done, and the least sales done by the reason. And I want the person to show me the chart, and in that chart the cluster column chart should be in a different uh, color. So for the maximum sales done column should be in green, and the least sales done by the reason should be in a red. So this is how like I take interview. It's a normal question that I ask, and it's not that much tough, and that much not complicated. But not sure like why people uh, got confused when they have to do the same thing in Power BI. So as per now at this screen, I'm showing you a sample data. Suppose I have a product and the reason in the sales. Product ID could be anything, okay, and I have a reason in the sales. So suppose if I ask you to design one chart on the basis of this data by reason and the sales, and I want you to show me the sales done by the reason, maximum and minimum should be in a different color. So how will you do that? Let's take a peek at how we can do in Excel. Suppose this is the data. The approach we are going to follow in Excel should be the same approach in the Power BI itself, right? But let's see how people got confused while they are doing in the Power BI. Firstly, we will see how it works in Excel, and then we will see like how it works in Power BI. So I just selected the data and just give it the normal chart. So we have this chart for the reason wise and the sales wise. Let's do some kind of formatting. I just add data labels, okay, and we can just get rid of the background lines. So as you can see that um, the UK has a maximum sales done, but it's coming in the same color, all coming in the same color, right? Our task is to make the uh, maximum and minimum sales done in a different color apart from the um, whole chart. So for that, we need to do some kind of tricks for that, and let's create one column. It's called max, and what we'll do, we will do some kind of condition check. If this value is max of, now here is a trick. Now see, we are going to see the maximum value present in the entire series. This is the entire series, and we are going to make it as freeze. And now if this value is equal to max of from the entire series, then give it a this value. Otherwise, let's give it a NA, right? And is NA something that which is not exist. Okay, so let's give it a max. I mean, let's do the same thing for the min as well. Let's copy the same formula, paste it here. Let's change max to min. Okay, now let's go back to the chart and let's add two more field. I would say max. For the max, let's take this range. Let's add one more series called min. For min, let's take this one. Okay. So once you add this series here, just go back and you can just adjust better. Okay. Now you will see we have the two data for uh now it's showing two graph, and we have to do some kind of tricks here. Let's go series lap and make it overlap. Okay, so that we have hide the data for 773 from just coming from here, and we just overlap it with the series from this data. Okay, this is something we have to turn tweaks while preparing the Excel graph. Now, what we needed to show the maximum and minimum sale in a different color, we have already achieved it, right? So let's just change the color of this maximum to the green. Go to the fill, and let's change to the green, and let's make it as negative color, maybe red. So the management who is taking peek at this dashboard, this chart, can easily understand like how thing is going. So UK is doing very well with 773 sales, and Bihar is doing not that much good, right? This is like how we have to achieve in the Power BI. So let's copy this data and move into the Power BI. This is my Power BI template, blank template. I'm using option to enter data. Click at the cell, paste down. Okay, change the table name. Let's change it to the data and load it. Okay, data is getting load, and let's review data. So the sales column is in the whole number, product ID is also in the whole number, which is the needed one. And let's go back to the canvas. So for that, I'm taking the clustered column chart for that, and let me just recite it. Okay, just recite it a bit. Okay, and let's just show you, I'm dragging the reason in a x-axis and sales in a y-axis. So Power BI is like enough intelligent to sort it by descending order. So no need to be done much more task here. And let's just get rid of this axis title. We don't need that. So just search for the title and remove the X title and the Y title. Turn off it. Okay. We have already done it. Now the main part comes. Okay. So we need to design some kind of a logic in or a measure which will show us the value for maximum and a minimum. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create one measure for that, and let me call it condition conditional format. Okay. And let's do it. So what we have done in Excel, we have created the two separate column, which is called for mix and main. And what we are trying to compare the row value for sales with the series maximum value from the series. Okay, it's a maximum value from the series which is freeze out, and the current row value. So we need to do some kind of same thing in Power BI itself. So for that, what we need to do, we need to uh, create function. So okay, let's use the calculate first, and for calculate we are going to use max. Okay, max x, because we need to freeze the range. Okay, so to freeze the range we need to provide all, and here I'm using the entire table. What it will do, it will like remove the filter from the table. That means, so you are using the maximum value from the unfiltered table, and expression would be sales, right here. So it will let me show you what this result will be give. So it will give you the result of 773 all over the line. 773. Let me just turn on the labels here. So you can see 773, which is the UK sales done for all over the um, region, right? So which is good, which is required, right? So just need to do some kind of more modification in the formulas. So now we have to do some. Let me just copy it and just wrap this function inside the switch so that we can get what we desired. Okay. So for switch under true condition, if this value is equals to sum of sales done, then I would give it as 1. Else, let's do it for minimum as well. If x min x equals to the sum of sales, then let's give it a 2. Otherwise I don't want to give anything else, right? Let's close this one. So you will see only for UK we have 1, and for the least value which is Bihar we have a 2. And what we are going to do, we are going to remove this measure from here, and we will use this measure for to do the conditional formatting at this chart. Let's scroll down at the column and use this FX button. Over here we'll use the same measure and turn it to the equals to, and switch it from percentage to number. So if it's 1, then that means it is a high value. So use some kind of positive color which is called green. So I'm using green for the positive color, and for the negative one we have used 2. Switch to percentage to from percentage to number, and now we use some negative color for that, maybe orange or maybe um, red. Okay, see, same thing we have achieved in Power BI, and same thing we have achieved in Excel. This is how this question should be done. It's very simple. Thank you so much for watching this video.